Well, welcome back everybody, and welcome to another session, and the last session of this trip at least, on the Bristol Channel. I left my house yesterday at 9 AM. We started fishing at 2 PM and it seems like we haven't stopped since. Time now, it's just coming up to 3 PM on the Tuesday, 12th of December. Wayne's brought me this time to a high water mark. Tonight's high water is at 6:15, so we've got about 3 hours now of fishing. Target on this mark is primarily congers. Like I said earlier, I'd love to get a double figure conger. Ideally I'd like a 20+ pounder. I've got a big pulley pennel rig with a wire bite trace, and on there I've got a whole whiting, and on the other rig I've got a loop rig set up. The top pennel setup I've got on there is crab and ragworm, and on the bottom hook I've got blow lug. So like I say, the main target is congers. I am going to fish the big rod with that wire trace constantly with big fish, big squid baits, and on the little scratching rod I'm going to fish for cod, whiting, anything, dogfish probably. So we're all set up and we're fishing. I'm Hank Marvin, so I'm going to get a cooker out in the back of the van. I'm going to rustle up a little pot noodle and maybe a sandwich, possibly a hot drink, although it's a bit late in the day for me for coffees. Well, having said that, by the time I leave here it's probably going to be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning before I get home. So I'm going to go and rustle that up. Hopefully I'll bring you back big old conger. What I didn't remember before I got ripped into this pot noodle is that I haven't got any cutlery with me. Mentioned it previously, I've got a knife and that's about it. I've got no serving dishes, no nothing else. So, a pair of chopsticks, good old baiting needle. To be honest, I don't really use this one that much. In fact, I think I've probably used it twice. So I've given it a quick finger wipe. See if this is any good. Oh no. I reckon that'll do the job. Might take a while. In fact, I might have to do a Kung Fu Panda and just... That works a bit better. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. There's a cracking little sunset going off in the background. I'm going to get the coffee on. Just sit back, chill out and enjoy. This is what fishing's all about. Just enjoying being out. The rain looks like we've just had a bit of a shower. The rain looks like it's going to hold off. We've just had a bit of a shower, but we've got clear skies now behind us. The wind is still whistling. It's a southerly wind, so it's whistling straight up the channel. And yeah, hopefully we're going to have a good night. Hopefully it's going to stay nice and clear. We can have a nice, comfy session to finish off this Bristol Channel trip. Well, I think it's time to swap these baits over, so let's see if there's been any interest in either of them. Nil pois. That right there is a squid and sand eel bait I put out about half an hour ago, and as you can see it is completely untouched, not a mark on it. So with high water approaching, that is another big whiting slab, big 6/0 hooks. As you can see, it's the size of my hand. So I'm going to send that out. Like I say, still chasing those congers. So on the bottom end of this loop rig, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a whole sand eel, cut in half, doubled over, and I'll put that on that little flowing trace. See if there aren't any nice flounders, flatties, possibly sole out there, maybe even small rays. So far the only bites I've had is a pot noodle and half a pack of chocolate digestives. So far the only bites I've had is a pot noodle and half a pack of chocolate digestives. There's been absolutely nothing on the fish front. Speaking to Wayne, speaking to a couple of the other guys on here, everybody's the same. So far I've used ragworm, blow lug, squid, sand eel, whiting, crab, ragworm. Did I mention ragworm? So everything that I've got in the box I've given a go. But I am told, as with most marks that we've fished this trip, it does get better when the tide starts to turn. So, like I say, it's just coming over high water. Hopefully the tide will start to run. We're probably going to get about 2 hours, 2.5 hours fishing. I've just put out some fresh bait, so on the scratching rod now, the top hook has got 2 peelers on, the bottom hook has got 3 lugworm on, and the big rod I've put out a full large whiting on there. It's getting late in the day and I'm determined not to let this trip finish on a blank. So come hell or high water, there will be a fish. I am sure of it. I am going to find a fish, even if I have to dive in there and wrestle it myself. Alright, Wayne taught me a little trick earlier. As I say, Wayne's a fishing coach and a guide. He's not doing either of them at the minute because of YouTube and other commitments, but he knows his stuff. If you haven't checked his channel out, the Shorehunter, you really ought to. He fishes all along the Bristol Channel, Chesil. So one of the top tips that he gave me earlier is walking the bite on, which essentially involves walking off, and as you walk off, the bite should come on. So I'm going to go down there, I'm going to have a chat to Wayne, see how he's getting on. Hopefully, you guys are going to watch them rod tips. Tick, 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 pop, gone. Yeah, been listening to what you said, so I thought I'd walk that bite on.
Yeah.
Oh, what delight you got today.
Well, I've eaten all my food.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'm just making a brew.
Yeah, it's quiet, isn't it? I haven't heard anybody else have out there. I mean, it's not for the lack of trying. I don't think there's a bait combination that I've got in my box I haven't tried.
Yeah. We've had a go.
Yeah. I'm determined though, we can't let this trip finish on a blank. Well, I mean, that just kind of sums up the day's activity. That crab's been touched, but the crab's been crabbed. That worm, but that worm, nothing. That whole whiting is, yeah, you guessed it, still whole. Oh, look at them. They'll do for the ride home. Well, we're an hour and a half after high water now, and I haven't seen a single knock the whole way up and down this prom. Not a single rattle. So my burgers are done. I'm going to start packing the van up ready for the road home. I'm going to start packing the kit down. We've probably got about half an hour left of the water in front of us. I've just put fresh baits out, so I'm going to call those last casts. I'm going to start packing the van down. I'm going to start packing the gear away. We're still waiting for that last minute rattle. Well, mate, not the way we wanted to end things, is it?
No, 38 hours fishing.
Yeah.
With 3 hours sleep.
Yeah. It's been a good trip. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think anybody can say we haven't tried. Give it everything, haven't we? I think chucked every bait at it possible. Apart from this one, we've had some really good sessions.
I know, I was hoping we'd catch a fish at every venue.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I've blanked here for like 10 years. I'm not sure what's going on. We've had lots, like everywhere in the country, we've had loads of fresh water.
Yeah.
And where we're fishing, you've got the Somerset levels emptying just up here. So you've got the River Brew, the River Parrot. And on a big tide like tonight, it shouldn't really affect it because we've got like 11.5 metres of water coming in. But yeah, I don't know.
But I've come down as well. Don't forget that. I'm down here. Yeah, we've had a great session. I've really enjoyed it. Blank's out of the way. Blank's a part of fishing, aren't they, at the end of the day?
Yeah.
And you could fish here tomorrow morning's tide and have a fish a chuck.
Yeah.
That's what keeps us coming back.
That's right, yeah.
So
we've got out. We've done some fishing. We tried really hard.
Yeah.
Kept the baits going in. Got wet. Got cold. Not moaned.
No, not once.
Right, mate,
so
yeah, I'll come up and fish with you sometime.
Yeah, we'll do the away leg. Come up, or your away leg, my home leg.
Yeah.
But no, thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for having me. It's been a
That's right.
pleasure fishing alongside you.
That's good. Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You fish really well. Some people struggle. I know you fished a channel before, but where I took you last night, it's quite ruthless, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Slippery and
you
just got to keep going. You
some
like,
tough spots.
Get a crack off, get it stuck in the,
Yeah.
in the bottom, but you got to just keep going and just you got to set up again. It's just, but you get the reward,
Yeah,
And you have some nice
exactly.
fish. But thanks everyone. He's a good guy, by the way, and make sure you subscribe to his channel.
Yeah. Wayne, Shorehunter.
Yeah.
Bite-wise, get over. You probably already got him subscribed anyway, but yeah. Go on then, do the outro.
No, you can do it.
No? No, you do it.
No. Anyway, his name's Alex. This is the Bristol Channel. I'm Wayne, and we'll see you somewhere else very soon.
Cheers, everyone.
Right?
Cheers,
bud.
mate.